nod.
Hey, with feats, particularly like the feats that you come with, if something's like gives you a bonus to initiative, how does that work? Is it like a single time usage sort of thing, or is it like?
No, you just have a bonus to initiative.
I just have a flat bonus to initiative, so I just add that to my initiative. Okay, can do.
Just depends what feat it is. If you could just tell me what feat it is.
It's alert.
That's just a flat.
I zone back in and I hand Carlius his dagger.
Thank you.
Well,
It's
should we
shiny.
take the plunge?
Yeah, only one way to find out. And I jump into the air and with both feet kick Tobias square in the back.
I was going to waterproof my book! Splash.
Because I'm completely new here, what does Thorin look like, and Tobias and everyone else? Sorry, introductions, please.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, can you what's his BRBing?
Yeah, just tell me what you guys look like in the meantime.
If you can see the journal, can you see our characters?
We could just look at characters. Okay, that works.
Yeah, because we've all got like screenshots. Like Tobias has got like a thing. We've all got things.
All right. Yep.
Only my eyes are like really fucked up.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah, you've got like purple veins.
Oh, so Tobias looks like a younger version of me, basically.
Yeah, we're kindred spirits.
Okay.
Strapping young lad.
Okay. Thorin looks like he's seen some shit, man. Jesus. Thorin, what you've been through, dude.
I don't want to talk about it.
And Carlius just looks like... No, I'd probably like stay away from Carlius. If somebody looked like that and they were just like near me, I'd be like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep you on the other side of the room.
It's even better because he's a tiefling.
Oh, is he? Okay, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one in Discord that you? Is that
Yeah.
you? Okay, in that case, you look more reasonable then.
Slightly.
Everyone also gets 500 XP. I forgot.
Oh, woo!
Wow, we're fucking leveling up like crazy. We're so close to the number 6 now.
I don't know why, but I suddenly feel smarter.
What are you on?
We're like 1,500 almost.
10
Or 10 and 10 340.
Am I syncing with the rest of them?
Yes.
10 340. Okay.
Yeah. We're a couple hundred XP off being level 6.
10 240. Okay.
10 240?
By my count.
340.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought as well.
Oh, yeah. Wait, extra 100 from Carlius's inspiration. That's right. I wasn't expecting to survive at that point, so I didn't add it.
So 10 340. Okay, sweet.
Yeah. Just put it there.
Bonus!
Okay. I'm trying to figure out a way I could waterproof my books before I jump into the water.
Oh, let me help you with that. I prestidigitate a film of wax on each of his pages.
Ah, neat. That's a good trick. I'll remember that.
Yeah, no problem.
Do we need another smoke screen?
No, we definitely do not.
Smoke screen?
I have an underwater ink
It's
defense.
best not to ask.
Hey, that saved us, sort of.
Yeah, no, it was actually
but
a
I'm
good idea.
still ambivalent about whether it was worth the price.
I just shiver and dry it.
I was so
1,000 yards,
preoccupied thinking if I could, but I should.
Alrighty, so we didn't get your name, sir, or at least I didn't. And I kind of like put one foot up on the bridge, the other still hanging off.
Arcturus Flick. Yes. Professor Arcturus Flick. Professor Flick, if you prefer. Arcturus, my first name. You see, my father was... And he gets into a long, rambling spiel. So, yeah. It's very common with old people.
Yeah, Professor Dick. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you, young man. Good to meet you. It's not the first time I've heard that.
Wait, that's not actually a name?
No, Flick.
Oh.
Flick.
Oh,
And I look at you like you're stupid. And I start like... I proceed to start patronizing you. Great.
I roll insight to see if he is actually patronizing me.
Please do.
No. He is actually legit. Fair enough.
So, Archie, how do you feel about going for a swim?
Oh, swim today. My back's not so good as it used to be, but swim, yes, I could go for a swim.
A word of advice: look out for sharks. And then Tobias
Sharks.
jumps off the edge.
Sharks in these shallow waters. What a joke. What a joker. Yeah, sorry.
Oh yeah, he has no idea where he is.
Nope.
Yeah.
I pencil dive in after this will go help. What else to do?
Bomb dive!
Alright, does everyone go?
Yep, sure.
Yeah.
Everybody
much.
goes, everybody dives in, and then they eventually reach the center of the water, and they go underwater into a small tunnel, and then it sort of pops back out into the main ocean,
Oh.
Alrighty.
and then you start swimming up again.
There's not like a ceiling to this, is there? We can just swim straight up to the surface?
Yeah, you can just swim straight up, but as you sort of look up, you realize that you're several hundred meters beneath the water.
Oh.
Hmm.
Well, I don't know. I have no concept of what the bends are, so I'm just going to start summing up.
As everyone sort of gets out of the cave, everyone starts getting pulled away in this direction. Hopefully you can see my ruler.
Yeah.
So everyone gets pulled in that direction really rapidly, and as everyone starts to get pulled away, please roll perception for me.
Holy shit, the scale is fucking massive.
Yeah, this is a big space.
Yep.
24.
25.
Let me switch over the
Why
page.
am I-
Perception. I haven't done any of these. I'll do them later. Oh, stuck on advantage. Hang on, let me fix that.
So everyone can except... Oh no, that was an inside rock. Alright, so in that case, everybody can see in the distance a wide gaping maw of like the turtle that you were spat out of, and all the water is sort of rushing into him. None of you are able to get out of this current, and you are swept into the turtle
No.
before you hear just this loud sound, and then you're all spat out into the air, very high into the sky.
Featherfall.
Do we just get launched out of its blowhole? The torch is...
from the mouth, and then everyone returns to the map.
Huh, so that's why they call me the Cat Man.
Oh.
No, they call you
And as
Scatman with an
As
S.
everyone sort of flies up into the air and you're high up above the clouds, you see for the first time on the mainland where Archerton once stood is now a very large crater. It doesn't look like the one from Overgrowth. It's more like something crawled out of it. You can still see a huge line of Vestergaard soldiers sort of along the battlefield. You even see Gertus. Even though you're so far away, his giant figure is very obvious. And you start falling. Free falling. About
Featherfall.
600 feet in the sky. And then Tobias featherfalls you. You're all directly above Archerton now. And as you look down, you can see sort of the whole city of Archerton rests on the turtle's like outer shell. And you can see its large head and fin sort of underwater, sort of flapping along and swimming along as it leaves further and further away from the shores. And the barrage of fireballs from Gertus's like little sorcerer stops. And you see the shield all around Archerton disappear.
Huh.
Cool.
Well,
Yeah,
how
just...
about that?
Huh.
Oh. So that's what they meant by defenses.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're like in free fall, even if it's slow. So it's like we're shouting at each other. They're like, yeah, I thought we were just gonna like boost the shield or something.
Kind of
It was.
strongly worded letter!
I'm gonna grab Thorin and try and suplex him while we're falling.
I don't resist.
You do. Alright, so eventually as you guys start coming down towards Archerton, you actually... You sort of like fall towards the uppermost platform where the tallest tree is, where Kira would be standing. And as Featherfall starts to take effect, you all slow down your descent and you land on your feet on the center of the platform. You see that Zarathustra has sat down on his throne, and seeming very exhausted. A little bucket sort of resting on his lap like a little dog, if you will. But Kira's nowhere in sight.
I immediately
hold
just,
out my. Oh, sorry.
I just want to drop to all fours and just kiss the tree and be like, oh, sweet, sweet land. No air, no water, just land.
Could I hold out my cloak like a base jumping suit and zip into Adito's Odysseys?
Put some things
I've
in
returned, my love.
Sure, why not? I don't see why not. You can do that with Feather.
Yahoo! Smash.
Alright, so as,
Just bails out. We're about to
as
have
you're
this
going
big
for
conversation with her.
Adito's Odysseys, what does everyone else want to do?
I want to talk to Zarathustra.
I have no idea what the fuck is happening.
I'm actually going to stick with the group though.
Oh. It would also make sense for Arcturus because you wouldn't have been here ever before.
As we land, Arcturus is maybe looking a bit confused, I assume.
No, not at all. He's conked out.
Oh,
Like, conked out on the throne. He's not.
Oh no, Arcturus, not
Sorry.
Yeah,
I thought Zarathustra. My bad.
all good.
Kyron!
And I turn to him and say, "It's not usually a giant turtle. It's we're still that's new to us as well. So don't feel too lost."
You're these.
Is everybody else lagging really hard as well?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all good now. It looks like, but
Alright.
everyone was speaking gibberish for a bit there.
Yeah. Let's all just
I was speaking gibberish deliberately.
let's all just repeat the last 30 seconds of dialogue.
okay. I've got a hand to my temple because I have a headache. You guys?
I was gonna talk to Zarathustra, but if he's asleep, we can be done later. I'm more concerned about my parents and Kira.
Yeah, I'm gonna go find Kyra and yell at her.
Is it Kyra or Kira?
I say Kira.
Okay.
Well, we have to go find her anyway, and yeah, so may as well.
I'm gonna go back to Adita.
No, you're fucking not.
Yeah.
Alright, so to get this straight, everyone's going to find Kira and Carlius is going to Adito.
No, Carlos is just speaking shit. He's going with everyone else.
Alright. Then in that case, everyone sort of, as you head off the main platform, and Zarathustra doesn't even make us clear, you see at the bottom marshland, I guess I should actually paint this picture a little bit better because Arcturus and for Arcturus, you would know that this town, it's essentially like an elven town where all the houses are tree houses made in, carved into the large trees themselves. On the bottommost floor is just marshland, where crops or whatever would be grown. So as everyone's sort of heading down, you see various citizens start to come out from their homes and businesses and whatnot. And
Wait, where are we?
Archerton bottom left.
Okay, cool. Sorry. Thank you.
All good.
And all the various citizens are starting to come out. They're looking up into the sky. Some of them are cheering and jeering and whatnot. Happy that the barrage of fireballs have stopped and they can start getting back to their old daily life.
I take a deep, gratuitous bow.
Everyone from the marshland sort of looks up to the main platform and they can see you lot's return. Most of them seem bemused, but they don't clap. They just sort of look bemused. They're like, oh, why are they there? But eventually, as you start making your way down from the main platform, you see Titus sort of swing off a branch using his non-dominant hand. He seems a little bit awkward about it, but he eventually lands in front of Thorin and the and he just said, "Oh, Thorin, you've returned.
I have.
And you were successful." He claps you on the shoulder.
I was. How goes it, Titus?
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the bad news first.
The bad news is I think it's better if you see for yourself. Come with me.
Oh fuck!
And
I'm
he-
really, I'm
raises,
legitimately worried now.
he raises like his missing arm, and you just see his shoulder sort of move a little bit as though he just gestured with his non-existent. And then he takes you to wards off evil.
Oh fuck!
He slowly opens the door, and you hear it sort of creak very openly. Very openly. It creaks.
The door is extremely open.
Alright, fuck, why did I do this? Hold on. Sorry, my cat needs to go. I'll be right back, 1 second.
So, who is this man? What is going on here?
That is a long story. Okay, Cliff Notes version. So, where do we even start with the Cliff Notes version? Okay, so
Thorin's mother and father are a blacksmith and a cleric. She has like this super plague, like supernatural plague that's spreading from a crack in the sky up north.
I'm back.
Her mother got the plague, is like very sick, dying, and we contracted the help of the god Kira to try and like take her powers away so she wouldn't heal people more and exacerbate her illness.
Okay, that seems really complicated.
Yep, and that's the nutshelled version.
Okay.
yeah.
So as he opens the door very slowly and you hear it creak, you see inside the room the sort of environment's very somber. And there's like candlelight lit on the main counter. Your dad's not there. The back door's still closed. Some of the charms sort of tinkle as you enter. And it's fairly dark, like a little bit dim.
Plot twist, your mother's fine, your dad died.
Thorin's expression gets very cold and stoic, and I just make eye contact with Titus and I say, "Tell me what's going on here."
You can find out for yourself. He gestures to the back door.
I bust the fuck in.
As soon as you bust the door down, as soon as you bust the door in, you immediately hear sort of like the gruff laughter of your father and the very faint laughter of your mother as they're arms in arms, holding one another, dancing fairly slowly as Kira sort of lays in the bed sleep.
I give Titus the dirtiest, fucking malicious, most fucking salty, poisonous, like, it's a look so cold that it freezes water.
He gives you a very wide grin.
Tobias reaches up and like slaps him on the back of the head. Titus.
You break your
It probably doesn't do much, but yeah, that was a bad prank.
he sort of throws his head back in laughter as he exits the room. And as your father sort of twirls your mother around, she eventually lays her eyes on you. And then she sort of, whilst looking at you, says to your dad, "Your son is a miracle. An absolute miracle." And then your father jests and says, "He's your son. I only provided the special sauce." And laughs.
Jesus.
You can tell that the fuckery really does run in the family, but I drop my gear, my helmet falls, like I just toss my helmet back and I walk over and I put both of my hands on my mother's shoulders and I'm like, "You're fine. You're alright, she fixed you."
She sort of laughs very wholeheartedly, you know, you can tell it's from the bottom of her heart. And then she just embraces you in a deep hug.
I lift her off
And-
the ground.
his helmet, put rabbit guts in it.
Your father sort of just watches the two of you as he puts his hands on his waist and just shakes his head in approval.
Wait, what?
Just like, "That's my son." That sort of look.
Yeah, like a half-cocked grin, just kind of like laughingly shaking his head. I put her back down, and I immediately go back to the stern face. Left hand still on her shoulder, but with my right hand, I point my index finger like at her nose, and I say, "You're not allowed to overwork yourself anymore. I'm putting my foot down."
You feel a hand on your shoulder from behind, and then Titus chimes in. I'll make sure she doesn't.
I thought you fucking left.
I'm a sneaky one.
Just walks out one door and comes back.
Like Scooby-Doo style.
Just breaks through the window, combat rolls across the ground, puts his hand in his
And he just says, besides, without your mother, I would not be alive today.
I sit down on the bed and I just rub my temples and just been like, oh my god, and I'm just trying to like absorb the recent events.
Kira sort of stirs a little bit in her sleep, but she's still asleep.
I'm guessing fixing her conked her out again.
Oh, heck yeah.
Well,
Guys, I think we need to have a mutual, a talk about our mutual friend.
Quite possibly, yeah.
Hmm.
And here's your helmet back, by the way.
Who's
Thanks,
the
man.
mutual friend? I lean over, whispering loudly, a stage whisper into Thorin's ear. Wait, no, Tobias's ear.
Tobias points at sleeping Kira on the bed there.
I kind of like narrow my eyes a little bit and give him like a knowing nod, being like, not that one.
Oh, yes. Tobias whispers, "It's a long story. We'll fill you in later."
You keep saying that.
It's a really long story. Like, if we sat down and role played out the story, it would probably be like
The rest of
week
the
or
session.
so. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's super long.
Or even almost like 6 or 7 sessions.
Oh, I understand. Yes, makes perfect sense now.
Like the end Ryan Players episode, just like really bad acting.
Alright, I stand back up and I kiss my mother's forehead. And I say,
Wow,
I'll be back, but we have things that need dealing with.
The timing is
She hops
impeccable.
back. She hops back in Robert's arms, and they start dancing yet again.
Alright, I look back over at Titus and I say, can you send someone to come let us know when Kira wakes back up?
Sure. I'll even mind the shop. And then he sits down behind the front counter as he exits the.
Cool. I give him a deep bow and thanks.
He waves his hand in no need sort of look.
Alright, before we get to the heavy stuff, I kind of give both Carlius and Longshore a big shit-eating grin, and I'm like, I think you two have a mutual prize that you are vying for. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna go get some popcorn and follow you guys around for a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Sure.
you're right.
Sure.
Tobias leans over to stage whisper to what did name now? Arcturus.
Yeah.
They have this love triangle thing going on with the shopkeeper here. It's confusing and creeps me out a bit, to be honest.
Oh, to be young again. Don't you remember the days?
Oh, young love.
Oh, to be young again, and also a robot.
Actually, I'm gonna tap Tobias on the shoulder. I'll be like, hey, actually, do you want to go check out that one place again?
Tobias gets like 1,000-yard stare in his eyes. I think I will retire for a bit and catch my breath, if that's all the same to you.
Well, it's just that I can tell you what the ones are gonna do before we end up fucking exploding ourselves again.
I can also do that. As he says this, I'm like, yes. The ability to detect magic is a most divine and arcane skill. And then another long ramble about magic. So,
It can just be time lapses of like when we make camp and whatever. Just Archerton goes on like this big long round.
yeah.
Just rapidly setting up camp.
Well, we can try it, I suppose. But I'm staying, like, far away from any swishing and flicking that you guys do. Because last time was terrifying.
Oh, that's OC. That's great.
I I put my helmet on, and then immediately I'm just like, oh god, what the fuck? I fell into the floor.
Just like a kidney plops out.
Oh god.
With a long-suffering sigh, Tobias waves a hand and studigations the excrement away.
How do you do how do you do that where you fucking laugh hysterically? That action thing. EM
/me.
/me. That's the one. Okay, cool.
/EM, isn't it?
No, that's
The
me.
emote.
Yeah, no.
/me. It might also be M.
I narrow my eyes at long. I narrow my eyes at Longshore and I'll be like, guess he's not getting healed for the next fight.
I smile innocently. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Alrighty, I ush everybody out. Like,
Longshore, we all swam through your smoke screen.
Hell
We
yeah.
we know what that smells like.
Speak for yourself, fuckers.
I think I'm the only one that got caught in it actually.
I caught the edge of it.
Oh yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna ush everybody out.
Yeah, I actually am going to go to Adidas on these.
Yeah, I'll tag along.
As will I.
I will kill you.
It's not a crime to be in a public store.
I'll commit a crime in the public store.
Hey, as we're like walking towards Adidas, I'm gonna be like, hey, especially after recent events, it might be worth pooling some funds to buy a diamond.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
I agree.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Could also everyone roll a perception for me?
Yeah, buddy. Perception.
It's not gonna be hard.
Perception. There it is.
nice.
Perceptionalize the shit out of it.
Alright, so everyone can see very far off in the distance at the very bottom of the marshland, some workers are sort of carving away at this fairly large wooden... Arcturus Flick, you're able to see that... You're basically able to divine the shape that they're going to carve it into, and it's going to be a really big A.
A for Arcturus!
Excuse me,
I have no idea what to do with this knowledge, so I just yell that
Are
out.
they making like the Hollywood Hills sign, but for Archerton?
I guess we'll have to wait and find out.
Oh yeah, you also see several like smaller engravings running along the side of it. They're not complete yet, so you don't know what they say.
That's probably
Okay.
like a war memorial or something.
I'm gonna burn 5 minutes and like a silver piece to go get some popcorn.
You do so.
So, where are we heading?
It's
Out of context. Yeah, what does that mean? Would I know what that means? Because I mean, I fucking live here, right?
No,
Like,
you don't live
Yeah.
here. You would have no
oh,
idea.
okay, cool. Okay, cool.
It's a shop, and my character is infatuated with the soda.
Okay, cool.
Just a quick layout of shit. L6 is the southmost nation, and L6, like the border crossing, is the border between L6 and Vestergaard. Vestergaard and L6 are currently at war, and then all the way up at the top where you see Shadow's Tower, that's the border between Vestergaard and Lutheria. And Lutheria is where you're from.
Me too.
Oh, I'm fucking far away, man. That's great.
Yeah, you've gone on a fucking adventure.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what my character does. It's awesome.
So everyone's heading towards Odito's oddities, correct?
I have no desire to witness the slapstick comedy routine.
Where do you go to?
I might like put a hand on Arcturus' shoulder as we're like trailing behind everyone and say, "Do you want to go check out that wand shop? And
Oh.
maybe you can stop me getting blown up."
Of
Like what
course.
happened last time.
Of course.
Actually,
I was
before-
just... Sorry.
But- Where do you go?
First. Okay, fine. So yeah, of course, I was hoping to be able to replenish my my supplies. You see, I lost my familiar when I was adventuring, and I need a new one. So.
Ah,
These
yes.
Yes.
Me too. I had to feed it to a shark.
Yes, it's understandable.
It's just
I
out
once-
of context. Just
I once-
imagining all the ways that could possibly have come about.
Yes. Yes, I once used one of my familiar's bones to protect me from a falling avalanche of snow. It was quite a horrific thing, you see. It was a horse, yes.
I think we like peel off from the group as you're like rambling to me.
As,
I like the
as
idea that like familiars for wizards are like Mortys to Ricks.
as they start peeling off, I'm gonna like wave everybody over real quick, and I'll be like, "Hey, about that diamond though, it's probably a good investment, just in case someone
Ah, yes. Well,
probably.
why don't-
We need
why don't you
we
peel
need
it
to
with
pull
me
1,000
and-
gold though.
Why don't you peel it?
I have 15 GP.
Yeah, it's 1,000 gold, but it's definitely worth it.
So
Okay.
250 from the four of us, excluding Arcturus.
Yeah, should I be rolling for gold, West, or?
Did you start with starting equipment?
No, I started 25 flat.
No, I mean, did you give yourself equipment at least?
Clothes?
He's a wizard after all.
Yeah. Yeah, clothes and a focus. That's about it, really.
Let me just double
Clothes, focus, and a spellbook. Yeah.
Yeah, are we gonna go?
roll
sorry.
a 1d100 plus 100, and that'll be a gold amount.
Hey, 142.
Nice.
Alright, so we've got two groups, one heading towards Oditos and then the other one heading towards Amdil's ones.
Well, before we split up,
Yeah.
do the four original members of the party, do you want to each chip in
Yeah.
250, and I'll go
Yeah.
see if I can get a diamond. with
I'll
my
chip in
social
250.
Yep. No dramas.
I don't have 250. I only have 205.
Thank you for doing something about that music. It was really starting to grate on me. Holy crap.
200. How much? Okay, so how much are we missing? We're missing 50, right?
45. I only have 200.
45.
I'll,
Alright,
I'll make that up. I've got enough.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We can half it between us.
I won't argue if
This
you
is, like,
if you want to.
literally all of my money though.
Yeah, same. I'll have like 50 gold left. But it's worth it in case one of us dies.
Yeah.
Alright,
So, hang on, so it's 50 between the three of us.
250.
Or 250, yeah, but there's 50 remaining because...
That's up to
Longshore
you.
always got... Yeah, I'm happy to chip in for it as well.
Alright, cool. Alright. Then I will, I'll tag along with Tobias and Fleck.
Okie dokie.
Get that diamond, stick it in my back pocket.
Okay. Well, you guys want to go to the one shop because I was really just using that as an excuse to get away from the love triangle situation there. And I'll go find a diamond with my social foo. Might be able to
Alrighty.
narrow it down.
You're
Alright,
playing
meet
a
that-
dangerous game here, Colliers.
Shall we meet back in
the
the,
funny thing is, you think I'm hitting on it, but she just loves me.
Shall we meet back in the town square by the fountain where I was stacking shit on Tobias's head? We'll say
Wait,
an
what?
hour and a half? I said nothing. But yeah, shall we move back there in like an hour and a half?
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
So Longshore and I'll start with you guys. Longshore and Colliers, could you both roll initiative to see who enters into the room?
You fucking what?
That's a pretty high roll. Oh,
It'd be so good if one of you burnt an inspiration to get ahead of the other.
So Longshore, you enter into the room and you see Odito sort of bent over the counter facing the other way. So you have a nice view of her behind as she's sort of shuffling away some shelves and bags and whatnot. She doesn't hear you enter though.
Good afternoon, Odito.
She very quickly snaps upright and stands upright. You hear a loud bang as the back of her head smashes into the back of the counter.
Ooh,
And she goes, ooh, ah, and then stands up again, turns to look at you with closed eyes and says, who is it?
Your favorite customer.
She opens one eye. Oh, it's you.
I'm looking for a
welcome
room. I'm
back.
looking for a bed for the night.
Oh, you. I only have one for sale in the back.
oh, wrecked.
Not to take out. I was hoping to stay here.
Ah, then you'd have to talk to Big Bertha. She's the one who rents out rooms.
Matrix dodging, just
And as those words are said, Kalius enters.
Well, fancy seeing you here, Aiden.
Elucinaro.
Oh, hey. It's the big bow man.
Yes, indeed.
Does he just have a short bow?
It's not the size of the bow; it's how you wield it.
Oh my god.
He says to the god of archers.
And what can I do for you, fine gentlemen?
Just browsing at the moment, thank you.
Oh, I hope you
But
like
no,
what you
seriously.
see.
Oh, you know it.
I love how Aiden rocks up and goes pretty, like, lays it on heavy, and then fucking Kalius rocks in just slick and calm. And
The way I was really hoping it would go would be like, we're not a tavern. The only bed here is mine. I'm like, well, that'll do.
You thought wrong. But, Odita, on actually, I'm interested to see if you have any potions available at the moment. Potions in the way of, like, healing potions.
There was a man who came in but a few days ago. Oh no. Or was it a few hours? Time flies when I'm having fun. He bought most of the potions off. I believe his name was called Dracul. He looked quite ugly, that one.
What was that name again? Dracul?
Yeah. Dracul.
Huh.
You sure
He
you're
only
looking
lives
for
a
it?
few trees down the other way if you want to go find him. He has all my potions. He paid a petty price for it too.
Well, if a man pays the price, I'm happy to let him have it. But I thank you anyway.
I'm sorry I couldn't be of help.
No, that's perfectly fine. I come here for the service anyway, so...
It's a fan service.
Shh.
And then she sort of leans in with her traditional elbows on the counter, tits squeezed together move, and then looks at Aiden. And what can I help you with?
Weirdest shit. In all seriousness, I was looking to sell off this crossbow.
What kind of crossbow?
Light.
Is it light?
Yeah.
Huh.
Because I have absolutely no need for it.
Alright. Yeah, no, you just pop it on the counter. She picks it up and sort of points it directly at you and winks, like, you know, closes one eye to sort of wink as though she's aiming at you. And then she does a little pew sort of motion, and then bends her arm and then lifts the crossbow in front of her to inspect it. And she goes, this looks pretty good actually. I could probably give you 13 gold for it.
Sick, I'll take it. Now I can actually afford to get a room at the tavern tonight.
She reaches her hand between her breasts and then pulls out some coins and plops it on the counter. As you pick them up, they feel a little warm and fuzzy to the touch.
Mouth.
Oh God.
But no, pleasure doing business with you, and I'll see you again soon.
Come back soon. She waves the crossbow a few times.
And I backflip off the side of the tree.
Roll
like
athletics.
please roll in that one.
We'll meet up in the town square.
Oh.
Where's Aiden?
Nat 2, so close.
See, I'm just relying on the magic to catch me.
You think you do a backflip, but instead you just sort of jump backwards on the spot, and then you go down the side of the tree.
I'm gonna go to the one shop and link up with the others.
Alright. She sort of looks at Kalius. Oh, your friend's a load of fun, isn't he?
Everything that we do is a load of fun.
Oh yeah?
I'm grateful to have so many great friends to laugh and joke around with and just have a great gay old time.
You just hear faintly from the bottom of the tree. Ha! Friends.
But is that all I can do for you today then?
I think so for the moment. So we need to keep up.
Alright. She gives you a sort of a very quick salute, very jokingly, and then gives you a wide smile as you sort of vacate the premises.
I try and do a backflip the same way as
Roll
Carlos
acrobatics.
because fuck logic.
And he's gonna fucking nail it, because that's the way this always works.
Oh my god.
So you sort of you step off to the ledge and you do a backflip, and you sort of tuck your legs in. You flip 3 times before you sort of drop into a swan dive, and you let the will-o-wisp sort of very gracefully lift you back up to the branches. And then you land with a skip in your step and you walk away. You can roll a perception too.
Sure.
Nope.
You very faintly hear in the background just, "Ah." That's about it. But yes, as that ends, it becomes Tobias and Thorin as the two of you are going towards Amdil's wands, correct?
I split off from them because I was going to go find a diamond.
Right.
If you want to do them first.
You would know in character that Amdil is the sole trader in gems and whatnot.
Okay. So I meet back up with you guys at the entrance.
I have made a grave mistake.
As everyone sort of comes
Wait,
towards
where-
the...
Oh, sorry, where am I? Sorry.
You're with me. We're going to the one shop.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So as the three of you sort of get to the outskirts of this one shop, you see outside the bark is all very black, and almost in an instant it turns green with a little pop and a fizzle, and then the door opens and you see Amdil sort of step out and turn around to look at the shop all green and stuff, and you see all along her back where she would have like a sort of like a coat, all of that is green as well. And she just holds up a used wand and just throws it off the ledge and goes back in the shop.
Can I mage hand a catch on that wand?
I don't see why not.
Okay, can I suss out what magic school it belongs to? That's a wizard thing.
It's already been used up. So like the gem in the center is already dissolved. All you really grab is just like a branch.
Oh, okay. There's no magic aura of any kind, so I drop it.
Let's imagine she like throws a wand over her shoulder off the tree and it just hits the ground and explodes. Like...
Tobias puts a hand on Arcturus's shoulder and says, "A word of advice. Her wands can be
Temperamental.
unpredictable. Yes,
Yes, I imagine so, considering her house is now green.
yes. I suspect that she doesn't actually know what the wands do.
Interesting.
Yes. Last time we were made test dummies for a few, and yes."
Perhaps her hut or house or tree or whatever is infested with wild magic. And I start sniffing the air like a fucking dog, trying to suss out any scent of wild magic. Any luck?
What are you trying to suss out?
Wild magic by sniffing?
No wild magic.
Okay. Cool.
No, I think she's just a bit unhinged.
Shall we?
Just waiting
I've never been here before.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I've never been here before. As I walk up, can I sense any like disturbance in the weave at all? Is this place just like radiating fuckery, or is it like you can't tell?
I'm gonna say yes. It's sort of as though the weave is going quite crazy here. It's just being bent however that person wants it to be bent.
Cool.
Not with like the fine control of like a wizard or whatnot. So,
It's just chaotic.
it's sort
Sorry,
of like
what's
a
weave?
messy desk.
Yeah, what's weave? Is it something relevant to this world only?
Weave is like where you... It allows
Sorry,
you to cast
you
magic,
explain it.
basically.
Okay.
Like
cool.
if you think about the Matrix and the Matrix code, but instead of code, it's individual threads.
Right, okay. Okay, yep.
Let's get this over and done with. And Tobias walks into the shop.
I walk in after him, smiling, being like, he wasn't cowering behind me. That's promising.
I walk in last and whip out my spellbook and just start going over some identify magic rituals in my head.
As soon as you enter the shop, you see Amdil sort of flick a wand in your direction, but she stops her flick halfway before it comes
Tobias
down.
dives for the floor.
I instinctively lift my shield.
And you see the wand is filled with a ruby that starts to spin a red-hot glow before it sort of calms down again. And then she goes, "Oh, customers!" And she puts it under the counter.
Can I, just in that brief moment, tell which school of magic that wand was
I
part
don't
of?
actually know the schools of magic here, so...
I'm gonna hazard a guess. It's probably an evocation spell, just
Yeah.
maybe.
That's all right.
Okay.
Yeah, evocation is the damage school where you like light people on fire and electrocute them.
It's basically like
Then yes,
destruction.
it would be
of
that.
spells.
Yeah, so it's like evocation, abjuration being the other major damage type, and then like illusion and necromancy and all that other sort of divination. They're the more, tame stuff.
Abjuration is more protective.
But it can be used both ways.
But
Yeah, abjuration is
so
like a middle ground.
Tobias dives to the floor, you raise your shield, but nothing happens. And she looks at you with a calm, childlike smile.
I kind of like wide-eyed, like brush my hair back over my head and I'd be like, "By the balance, woman, what are you doing?"
Oh,
You see, I told you. I warned you, but you didn't believe me.
Merely testing a wand. Someone dropped this ruby off just the other day. It looks so beautiful.
You know there are easier ways to find out what they do and without expending the resources and time in making it and then burning it instantly.
But then where's the fun? And she gives you a crooked smile.
Is the fun not in using it correctly?
Not at all. It's about the biggest boom I can make.
Explosion!
I kind of look down at Tobias and being like, how is this woman like, is there like a local like government or something that knows that she's fucking doing this? Is there like...
At her mention of explosion, fucking Arcturus's not his ears, but his entire expression lights up. Yeah. So,
Can I roll to notice if I notice that?
Yeah, I want to roll an insight as well.
Both of you insight. Anything over 10.
Damn!
yeah, I'm not trying to conceal it at all. So.
Yeah, you guys can notice.
Tobias whispers, horrified. There are two of them.
Gee, I wonder which school of magic he follows.
Tobias will get to his feet, go to the counter, and say, what are we looking for? A diamond, right, for resurrection?
Yep.
I need a diamond.
Her eyes
Suitable for
immediately
resurrection.
widen and you can see the glinter eyes. Ooh, shiny rock. She flicks a finger and you see behind her out of like the wall panel, a small panel of wood sort of opens up and it's more like an illusion and it just fizzles away. And you see this black box that she pulls out and then plops onto the counter with a hefty bang. And then she very slowly opens it as though she's very afraid it's gonna explode.
Tobias,
Takes cover.
takes a step back and, tries to make himself as small a target as possible.
It's great.
I tentatively step forward with my shield between me and it.
Immediately when the box opens a little tiny bit, a bright flash sort of glances off your shield and into her eyes and she squints as though the sun's really bright. And the flash eventually sort of subsides as the box fully opens and you see a very clear and bright diamond, almost the size of your palm, sort of sitting in the center of it.
Damn!
Can I, even from where I'm standing, I'm standing back behind these two because I entered last, I guess.
Mhm.
But from where I'm standing, can I tell that if it's still unstable or if it's all right?
It's just a normal diamond.
Oh, okay. So it's not enchanted at all.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's just really, really shiny.
I polished it, she says.
Tobias shudders. I glance at Thorin, say, will that do?
I'm gonna pick it up and turn it over my hand. Will it do?
You can... I was gonna ask for a roll, but this is like the biggest diamond you've ever seen. Like,
Holy
this
shit.
is probably worth about $2,000.
I look up. Without looking up, I say, how much for it?
She just squints at you. What are you gonna do with it?
I see no wrong with being honest, and so I'm.
Tobias like slaps a hand in front of your mouth.
Oh.
And like steps forward and says, okay, let's see. I think she's just gonna go for us using it to cause like the most spectacular havoc as possible as being the best use of it. So yeah, I'll step forward and say, we need it to better we need it as a we need it as a reagent to power some particularly unstable spells.
Roll a persuasion at advantage.
Why would you give the bard advantage? He's gonna roll 1,000,000.
Would this be? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't get the +5 anymore because it's been a day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
18.
that's pretty.
Which means I rolled a 7 on it.
Ah, player favorite. Her eyes sort of bright up and she goes, oh, yes. And then just looks at the diamond and looks back at Thorin and just goes, and she strokes her very pale chin. 1,400 gold. And I want to see a big boom from it.
Tobias immediately counters 1,100.
Upon Tobias, we all hear this, right?
Oh yeah.
When she suggests big boom to Tobias, I shoot a mental message, and I can do that because I have that cantrip. Let me just bring it up. Yeah, I shoot a mental message. If she wants a boom, I can give her a boom anytime, and that's not a pun. I'm not that young.
Do you point
Okay.
it at her?
No, I'm pointing that at Tobias.
Oh okay.
Yep.
Okie dokie.
I'm letting him know that I can.
Oh yeah,
Even
seeing as you're a caster, I mentioned this for the other dudes. In this game, you'll need a casting focus as well as a component pouch.
As long as what? A component pouch. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
But yeah, go on.
Yeah. Okay. So I do have the focus, but I don't have the pouch. Damn. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to let him know that I can blow shit up whenever.
Okie dokie. Yeah, so Tobias counters 1,100.
Yeah. He can't talk back to me though. So yeah.
She frowns very deeply and thinks about it. What are you going to make explode?
Tobias like leans in like conspiratoriously, whatever how you pronounce it.
Really?
Conspiracy-like, and says, "Oh, that giant who was causing a ruckus before?
Oh yes.
I bet if we blew him up, that'd be really spectacular, don't you think?"
She nods her head ferociously, then holds out a hand as though to strike a deal.
Awesome.
For 1,100.
Awesome. I was expecting to have a bit more, but I'll go for 1,100. And I shake her hand. Deal.
She closes the black box and pushes it forward.
I pick it up, hand it to Thorin, and then I hand over the sack of 1,000 gold and 100 gold from my own pouch to make up 1,100.
I'm gonna cast Identify on this, just to make sure it doesn't have any kind of lingering magic in it, and we can use it for what we actually want.
As you do say it, it's just a diamond.
Oh,
Very bright, very
just
polished.
Okay, I was gonna say the flash had me worried, but
Yeah.
alright.
It's worth 2,000 if that changes anything, and it weighs 5 pounds.
Damn!
Maybe we can use it for 2 resurrects.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we'll take it to a gem cutter and have it split.
Ah, you guys are so smart.
Cool. I nod towards... What's her name again? Sorry.
Amdil.
Amdil. Nod at Amdil, shake her hand, deal well struck, and then I turn and put a hand on like Thorin's shoulder and a hand on Arcturus' shoulder and start like walking and pushing them towards the exit of the shop.
Hey now, I need to purchase some things.
Tobias like freezes in indecision, then comes to a decision and says, good luck with that, and continues outside.
Oh, actually, as he goes to push me out, I'm gonna tap him on his chest and be like, "Don't you need to make another familiar?"
I think I got the scrolls from a different place.
Dracul.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love how overly cautious Tobias is.
Those ones are, yeah.
As the two of you leave and Arthurius stays behind, I'm just going to jump back real quick to Longshore and Carlius. As the two of you sort of backflip out of Odito's oddities, where do you guys head to?
I'm just going back to the meeting spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, same. I'm not going anywhere else.
Alright,
That's really all.
Longshore, roll a perception whilst you're there too. Oh. As you're starting to head towards the main town centre, you sort of see off in the distance where the orphanage used to be. You see Melite sort of standing at the marshland looking upwards, directing several people who are rebuilding the place. And there are several children running around her.
Excellent.
Alright, but yes, back to Arcturus Flicked, as you're still in Amdil's wand.
Oh, good afternoon, young. It's afternoon, yeah. I'm fucking old. I can get away with it. Okay. Good
I
afternoon.
love how he's like the kind of person who is old and deliberately plays up the oldness, like the kind of person who like tries to pay for shopping with their driver's license. And...
Okay.
Good afternoon, young man.
Yeah, there we go. Good afternoon, young lady. I would like to make a purchase of these fine wares I need. And I start listing off that list that I put in chat, which is charcoal, rosemary, incense, so on and so forth. So, yeah, if you wanted to look over that, look over the prices.
You should probably copy paste it again, just at the bottom.
Yeah.
Are these items like component pouch worthy, or?
Yeah, well, they're more ritual worthy, but yeah.
Do they have an actual cost for those rituals?
Yeah.
Is it like 10 gold worth of rosemary or something?
Yeah. 10 gold worth in that first one. For the second one, I just wanted like an excessively large reel of copper wire because I only need an inch each time. So, yeah, I'm going overboard.
Does the if the copper wire does, it doesn't say it consumes it. I don't think. Does it?
Oh,
I think components are always consumed.
yeah.
No,
In the sense of components for your casting, if it doesn't list a specific gold value, you don't have to buy it. I'm just going to assume you have it as long as you have components pouch.
Okay.
Also, there are very specific cases of spells that specifically state it consumes the like the resurrection consumes the diamond, but like 99% of the time it doesn't consume the components.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's how I'm able to identify all day long.
Okay.
So if you just want to add the items that you've listed that cost something, but add on an extra 3 gold to each item that you purchase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seems good. Okay.
But yeah, she eventually gives you all those items, and then puts a components pouch on the table, and says,
Before I leave, I say, watch this, young lady. I want to show you something. I hear you like explosions. I lean in conspiratorially, and I point towards the back of the room. And using my pyrotechnic skill, I basically make a huge explosion that has no effect on any object nearby because it's completely an illusion. But a huge explosion of like flashing lights and crap. That's a good skill. Now to do that, and I go into a long spiel trying to teach her how to use the spell.
unfortunately, because it's an illusion, she doesn't seem impressed.
Oh, lame.
But she does put a components pouch on the table and says,
Okay.
you're gonna need some stuff to hold it, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cool.
25 gold for that pouch, my friend.
25. Okay.
Yeah, they're actually 25.
Okay. Yeah, I'll pay up.
Alright. And she just waves after you as you leave.
Okay.
Alright. You leave.
That's that taken care of. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah.
Alright, so Longshaw's done, Kali's done, Thorin and Tobias. One of you are gonna do something, I forgot who. I think it was Tobias.
Yeah, we wanted to go see the scroll dude. Jack?
Yeah, AFK.
He
Sorry,
died.
I was talking and my mic was off. If you want to go to the scroll place, we can, but I don't have enough money to buy anything that's useful, so I'll probably just pass.
Oh, alright then.
Yeah, buying that diamond cleaned us all out.
Alright.
Alrighty, at least we've got basically 2 for the price of 1.
Bad social foo.
Mr. DM, could I use my artisan's blessing to split the diamond and not fuck it up?
Doesn't it only transmute like a metal into something else that's metal?
It's not exactly alchemy. It's more like, imagine more like
You cut out on the last word.
It's an important part of that sentence.
it's more like earthbending.
Oh. Can you just roll the spell card, just so I can check?
Yeah,
And
sure.
I shall decide.
It means I can't like change the value of the item beyond 100 gold. Well, I might actually be
I
out of
feel
my
as
range.
though if you were to do that, it would split into many little tiny diamonds.
Alright,
Because each one can't be worth more than 100.
yeah. Hold on just a
Well, would
moment.
that spell work with like a handful of diamonds? Or does it
I'm
have
just
to-
checking. I'm pretty sure the spell component is actually diamond powder. Let me just find it quickly. Well, I can just fucking roll the spell card. What am I doing? Where is it? Oh no, it's a 4th level spell. Okay, yeah, I don't have it yet, but once I get it... Oh no, I do have it. There it is. 300 gold! Oh my god! Whoops!
Oh well,
Serious?
we're set for a bit.
Well, there you go.
Oh well, that just means he's got a bunch.
Well,
Or we can just
it says
sell
the
some
diamond is
back.
worth 300 GP, so if you do break it into like 20 little diamonds, that's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a whole diamond. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back home actually and talk to my dad about all this fucking mithril that I found and split these diamonds. And I'll leave these guys to do what they're doing.
So you're gonna do that. Tobias, you said you didn't have any money, so you weren't gonna do anything?
Yeah, I might wait outside the shop for our wizard friend, because I realized he probably doesn't know the way to the town square where we're all meeting up
Ah,
afterwards.
good point.
As I'm walking away, I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm going back. I've got mithril and diamonds to work on.
Yeah, I just nod and say goodbye.
Tobias, other than leading Arcturus back to the meeting spot, there's nothing else you wanted to do?
I don't think so.
Alright, cool. Then I guess Doran's the next case as you sort of walk back into your mum and dad's workshop, and as you open the front door you see Titus still sitting there, and he's quite attentive. He sits up with like his back straight and whatnot, and he gives you a wave.
I give him like a little mini salute and I head towards the back. And I check if there's like a sock hanging off the doorknob and and I knock very loudly if there isn't one.
Yeah, you knock very loudly and you just hear your father say, "Come in."
Alright, I poke my head in.
You see your mum and dad sort of sitting side by side on 2 chairs that are next to the bed where Kira's sort of laying down asleep. And they just sort of look at you, and they gesture for you to come over to grab yourself a seat too.
Right, yeah, I come in and sit down. So she's still out, huh?
Yeah. Do you know how long it took to restore her?
No, I wanted to know actually. What exactly happened?
Your mother sort of pipes up and says... Sorry, pipes up was probably not the best way to say it. But she sort of says... she sort of guided me to sleep, then took me into her mind, and slowly but surely she replaced each and every one of my threads. And I felt no pain until I woke up some 16 hours later. And I could walk.
Thorin's heart swells and his eyes get a little bit watery.
Why do I
It's just
get the
like-
impression that your mother is now Kira?
Wouldn't that be a plot twist? But yeah, I kind of just like wipe my eyes a little bit and like thank everything that is holy for that woman.
As in reference to Kira.
Yeah.
Yeah. She nods. And then your father sort of gives you a small friendly punch on the shoulder. But
I kinda just-
And you're the one who led her here.
Like, doesn't know his own strength, it just puts him through the fucking wall. Like, oh shit.
I was gonna say I smile and I play it up a bit. But
Oh. Actually, whilst you're back, I did a bit of talking at the tavern. And your mum sort of narrows her eyes at her husband. And he slides a note into your hands.
I poke an eyebrow and I read it, making sure that Emily doesn't see.
And he just sort of whispers into your ear, out of earshot of Emily, and says, "These people will help you out if you make it to the Trident."
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wow, Father, thank you. This is incredibly helpful.
He gives you a wink and a little sort of sound.
Oh, and they're my kind of people as well. Oh, you beautiful man. All right. There is actually one thing I wanted to talk to you about. I kind of like pull my pack out and put it next to me on the bed, and I fish out all the huge fucking chunks of metal, and I plop it down on the bed and like raise my hands up in the air like I just did a mic drop.
You see your father immediately widen his eyes, and he just like runs over like a child in a candy store. And then he picks them up one by one and he goes, "Oh! Down to the basement, now!"
Yeah, I
He's
skip it
carrying
up with
like
him.
3 as he sort of scoots down with like
Yeah, I've got 5 as we're walking along, I'm like, I've got 5 pounds of this!
And he's sort of letting out a joyous laughter. And out of the corner of your eye, you see your mum sort of tend to Kira again as she shakes her head a little bit. And you can roll a perception for me too.